Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Fanie Naude here, and welcome to another one of my Monday videos. Today we are talking about the value of your network and how to leverage it. So first of all, I'm Fanie Naude. I'm the Managing Director for Buznet Direct, where we help overworked accountants that's struggling with marketing and sales to get more of a constant stream of their ideal clients. So let us jump right into today's video on the value of your network and basically how to leverage it. So the first thing that you need to ask yourself is, have you ever thought about the entertainment industry and what makes it go round? What's the value in entertainment? Where does all the money come from? Let's say, for example, you're thinking about platforms like YouTube and TikTok and Facebook and so forth. Why does those YouTube stars make so much money? Who pays them? Is it YouTube themselves? Or, where does all that money come from? What's the main value of movies and the entertainment industry in the whole, like entire Hollywood? Where does all of the value lie? Now, I can tell you now, it lies in their views, the amount of people that pays attention to them. So, if you think about a YouTube star and he gets 1 million views on a video, YouTube recognizes that that person has the attention of 1 million people. So YouTube incentivizes that YouTube star by giving him something, and he also gets paid by advertisers and marketers. That's where all the money comes from, is from marketers and advertisers, because at the end of the day, the more views you get, the more people's attention you have, the more marketers sees your value because they want to get in front of all of those people. Now you're thinking about, but I'm just an accountant or I'm just a small business owner. I don't have so many people paying attention to me. Well, that's the whole idea of this video, is to make you think about, okay, where does the value in your network lie? Because I've seen so many people try to do some advertising, try to get some people's attention by posting some advertising thing about their accounting business, either in my group or on Facebook. I see this little advertisement of, we do these 10 services. How many people do you think sees that advertisement? Well, first of all, the advertisement just says your services is not going to work, but how many people actually see that advertisement? If you only have 300 friends on Facebook, Facebook's probably going to show that to only 10% of them or 20% of them. That means that's 20, 30, 50 people at the most. And why do you think that's going to work? Why do you think giving that advertisement to those people? Well, most of your network, either on Facebook or on LinkedIn, is probably your friends, your family, your colleagues, the people you actually know, because you've only grown that network within those boundaries. Well, if you're one of those that has a bigger network, this is not exactly for you, because you already see the value here. Because the whole idea is that you want to market, or you want to leverage your network, or you want to do something for your network, you want to grow your network and all of those things, just because there's value in it. Now, if there's value in your network, you need to grow that network. And I'm not talking about just adding more friends and family. I'm talking about really expanding into the digital world, meaning adding people in your specific target market, your specific niche, to your LinkedIn network, to your Facebook network. Because if you have, let's say, for example, 5,000 connections on LinkedIn, that's a lot of value there. Because let's say, for example, you're thinking, okay, well, I only have those 5,000 people as connections, or I already have 2,000 friends on Facebook. How can I leverage that network? Now, at the end of the day, you're thinking about, okay, there's two different ways that you can do this. Either reach out to them and see if you can add value to them, meaning give them your story message. If you don't know what the story message is, please go ahead and see my previous video on how to craft your story message, or my long form video on how to craft and deliver your message to your niche. It's very valuable. It's so simple. Now, it really ties in with your network, because if you have 5,000 people on LinkedIn, and let's say, for example, 1,000 of those are personal friends and family, or 500 of those, gives you 4,500 people that you can reach out to if they are part of your niche. If they're not part of your niche, you cannot reach out to them, because you cannot add value to them. So that's the first thing, is grow your network within your target market, within your niche. because then you can reach out to those people, meaning you can message them, you can send them a message and tell them, no, how's it going? Give them your story message, tell them what do you do, not list your 10 services, nobody's interested in that. Tell them the story message of how you can take them from where they are now to where they want to be going. As simple as that. Just message all of those people. And I'm not talking about spamming them with some advertisement snippet. That's not what people are interested in. People don't really respond to something that looks like advertisement. People respond to something that looks like a normal conversation. Someone that's genuinely reaching out to help them, to add value to their business. That's what it's all about. It's not about just spamming 1,000 people. This is where people get it wrong with email as well. I get so many spam emails from accountants that, one, don't know I'm not in their target market, and two, don't personalize anything, and it just lists their services. We do accounting services. Well, great. That means you're one of the thousands of other accountants that also do accounting services. It doesn't really differentiate you. So the whole idea here is, first, grow your audience. Second, reach out to your audience. Now, the third thing is a little bit more complex and a little bit more tactful, but the people that's targeting the exact same niche as you can leverage your network as something of value to them, because they also want to get in front of that network. Let's say, for example, in my space, it would be very easy to think about software companies like a Receipt Bank or Xero or stuff like that accountants are using. So what did I do? I reached out to them and said, okay, I do a lot of work with accountants. I specialize in accounting, or in accountants, helping them scale their practice and so forth. And it's like, oh, great. That means that they have another avenue, another channel to reach out to accountants, because that's their target market as well. Meaning you go onto a strategic partnership to add more value to the network. That's basically to see where you can go from there with that strategic partnership. You don't want to go and overwhelm and burn your network, because a lot of people do that as well. Send messages every single day, constantly nagging people, constantly sending spam. That's a good way to get people very irritated and either just remove you as a connection or block you or report you as spam and all of those nice things. You don't want that happening to you. So it should be tactful, should be strategically planned, but that's another way. Get those strategic partners on board, because whoever you are targeting at the moment, your target market, there's a lot of other people that also want access to those sort of people. And if you can give them a network of, let's say, 10,000 people in that specific network, you are extremely valuable to them. Meaning you have a lot of leverage on your side to leverage the value that you can give to that strategic partnership. That's the sort of thinking that you should be thinking about when you're not getting in clients, because accountants are not thinking in this way, because they're so used to referrals just coming in the whole time, and they're so happy about that, and suddenly the economy just takes a dive and the referrals dries up. They don't know how to get extra clients. Very easy. Pick a niche, grow that audience niche, and reach out to them and go find some strategic partnerships that you can leverage for even extra returns on that network value. Because this is all it's all about. It's the network value from Facebook, from LinkedIn. And I know there's a lot of accountants that feel so negative towards Facebook and thinking, I shall never do business on Facebook. The same people that's on LinkedIn is on Facebook as well. There's a lot more people on Facebook that's not on LinkedIn. Meaning it's still real people. Yes, it's a more social platform than LinkedIn, but you can still get more clients on Facebook, as long as you don't go and just spam everybody. It should be genuinely you reaching out to someone, providing assistance, providing value to them. It should not be you just spamming them with some picture of advertisement of your services. It's about genuinely starting that conversation, wanting to help, get them on the phone. That's the whole idea around this. So I really hope that you guys found some value in this and realize that if you at this moment only have 200 friends on Facebook and only 200 connections on LinkedIn, realize that you should grow that. even if you don't want to reach out to them right now, you want to grow that audience, because you cannot grow that audience in a week's time. It takes months to grow that audience. Like, I've been doing it for years, and I at this moment almost has 9,000 connections on LinkedIn. It takes time. It takes time to build up that momentum, to get that network. And the one day that you really truly need it, and you're in trouble and you want something to leverage to give you more clients, give you more income, give you more profit, then the network's there. Then you can reach out to them, because you don't need to do it now. You can, but you don't need to. But you need to start growing it right now. Otherwise, it's not going to be in place when you truly need the value of your network. So start growing it. 100 people a day on LinkedIn you can invite, and I think it's between 30 and 50 people on Facebook that you can invite a day. It's that simple. Don't go and just leave it there, and when you get into trouble, you have nothing to leverage. So good luck, everybody. I really hope this provided some value to you, and enjoy the rest of your week.